Very embarrassing effort by our team, our coaching staff, starting with myself. Not acceptable. Just very disappointed in the way we played, the way we, our plan. Like I said, embarrassing is the word that comes to mind. We're a 500 football team. We got our two biggest rivals left, so we'll see if we can regroup. Look at a team, like Georgia. They lost a tough one a week ago and responded with a complete football game and beat us in every phase. And we'll see if our team can have the resilience to bounce back and find a way to go on the road and get a victory this week. So good news is as bad as that is it only counts as one. So that's where we're at. They're a good football team. They played much better than us. They coached much better than us. And they beat us in every area.
Mark, what are you thinking? You try to fire those guys up and get them ready. You say, have a good week of practice, come out. Opening kickoff goes 90 yards worth of touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of how the day went, and it's hard to have an explanation for that. It started with a terrible kick and some guys not doing their job. And, you play a very good football team and they make you pay like that. It kind of takes the air out of the stadium right from the start. And, we didn't give our fans much to cheer about all day, starting with that kick.
Mark, do you remember a game that went like this one on defense for you?
I can't recall playing defense like that. No.
Mark, what did you say to your team after you came back, you got it, say within 35, 24, and you were going to get the ball? What was the message you were trying to tell your guys?
Well, we were, trying to get, keep the energy up on offense. They had been moving the ball well in that second quarter, and we were getting the ball to start the second half, and so we were talking about keeping the energy up and defensively getting some stops and regrouping and trying to go out there and get some stops and play some good football or some better football in the second half. And we start with the interception. That was a play that was probably there for a first down, and once again we just we don't execute.
Do you feel like you guys were in the game right before that interception? It
was an uphill climb. If we weren't able to turn it around defensively, you never know. I mean, if you get some energy, get some things going, get a bounce here or there. We had the ball on the ground once, and we don't get the bounce again. And, who knows? We didn't play very good. We didn't have a very good chance of stopping them most of the day. You never know, what would happen if you get it closer.
With special teams, you did have this turnover on special teams, but of course the kick return, the punt return, is that a situation where the kick return, the punt return, and then the interception to start the second half and give it to them. I mean, that's 21 points right there against an offense that's hard to stop. They're averaging 40 a game. I said that all week, that they were going to be tough to stop. And then when you give them that 21, we have no shot.
Mark, it's been a long grind. Do you think your kids are getting worn down at all?
I'm not sure. That's what I just talked to them about right there. I just talked to them about, it's not acceptable. We'll all accept the responsibility for that. Once again, we'll look at all the things we could do better. But the fact of the matter is we're a 500 football team with two big games left, starting with Tennessee, and we'll see. We talked about all week about becoming men and playing big boy football, and we didn't do that today. So we've got to find some ways to get them motivated, to get them out there and play better. It is a tough grind, but it is what it is. So we've got to be able to respond.
Mark,
go ahead, Al.
Mark, do you have any concern that with this lack of energy and this streak you've gone through, your kids are losing their belief that they can win?
I don't. No, I really don't, Alan. I mean, our guys, they've had a good attitude in practice. They've worked. They've given me no indication throughout the week. This team was better than us and played much better than us and took it to us. They had a lot to do with it. I think we, we'll see. This will be a test of our character here this week. We'll see how we respond and dig down and how we come back and play.
You think it's in there?
resiliency?
I do. They give me no reason not to believe that. You know, we're all disappointed. You know, I'm embarrassed to our fan base to come out here in our last game of the year and play like that and not give them much to cheer about. And that's tough. That's a tough game to go through right there. But you know, the fact is we got to bounce back, and again, we have a chance to still do some very good things, and we'll see.
Mark, do you think it was more on defense, effort or lack of execution?
No, I think it was a very tough matchup for us. You know, I said that all week. Now that team's very hard to defend. They've put up over 35 on everybody, an average 40, with the exception of Florida. Florida played them exceptionally well a week ago, and you know, we got you know, like I said, I think it got their attention. This team responded and came out and played lights out, and they're very good when they play at a high level. Their tempo was good. They're very physical. Their backs are hard for us to tackle. And then when we have to play with numbers, our matchup outside was very difficult for us.
Mark, do you think that final score reflects more on what Georgia is capable of doing compared to you guys playing poorly?
Probably a combination.
Any update on Ladarius?
No, I really didn't. I didn't get an update before I walked in here. I addressed the team and came right over.
Do you try to take something positive out of this week, or you just throw it out and just?
Yeah, I'm not much on throwing things out, but I may have to throw this one out. I don't know. I mean, you know, I generally, you know, that's how we do things. We look at it, you know, and face it head on, and look at the things we did good and things we did bad, and starting with our coaching and all that. And we'll certainly do that. And with the players, you know, I'll see. I'll think about it and how we're going to handle that on Monday.
Slow starts have been a problem all season. Can you put your finger on why that is?
Yeah, you know, actually, the beginning of the season, I think we had some fast starts, and then now it's been the other way, and that's been troublesome here lately. And you know, it's hard to put my finger on it. You know exactly why.
Mark, have you ever coached in a game where you never forced a punt and never had a third down?
No, I just saw that 8 for 8. You know, no, I don't think so. No.
Is this a little? Obviously, you didn't expect to be here, having a performance like today and like Missouri, but is this a comeback to earth a little bit? I mean, you guys are. I think people, if somebody said you were going to be 5-5 at the halfway point of a season in year 2 of a rebuild, no one's probably disappointed. But after starting 5-1, the way the schedule's set up, people are.
Yeah, and that's where, you know, I already said it. I don't want to keep on going on and on. I mean, but you know, when I say I'm embarrassed, I'm embarrassed. You know, and we didn't play good, and I'll sit here and accept that, and that it is what it is. But that's the truth. We're a 500 football team with 2 big games left, and so let's go do what we have to do to put ourselves in a position to win this next game.
Take X's and O's out of it. Are you physically equipped to go toe-to-toe with a team like this?
Pardon me?
If you take X's and O's out of X, whatever schematic things you might do, you have the physical ability to go head-to-head with them.
This is a difficult matchup. These guys are as talented as anybody in our league. You know, so I have some friends that opponents that they've played this year and talked to them, and that's what they said. They said, you're not going to want to hear this, but they're darn good. You know, so they're a good football team. They out-coached us, outplayed us, and you know, it is what it is. You know, it was going to be a difficult matchup all along, and then when you give up 14 on special teams and then the turnover right to start the second half, you know, it doesn't give you much of a shot.
2 more questions. Anybody? One more. Okay, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.